got a couple quick questions if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Porter Martone, the Flyers' recent 6th overall pick from a couple weeks ago. New thing in hockey, he's going from the OHL to the NCAA. Do you think it's good for his development?
I love the choice. I think when
Right.
you're a young kid, you get choices. Whether it's junior, like I love that. You hamper a kid when you only have I can only do this or that. It's an extra choice. College hockey, you get 4 or 5 practices a week. Pretty good when you get 4 or 5 practices. You're in the minors, less practices. Minors probably get a little more practice, but NHL, less practices. So development-wise, for him I think it's a good thing. And plus, you know what? I think everybody's on the same page. That's the one
Yeah.
thing. Like I wasn't really part of the decision, to be honest with you. But when you talk to the agent, the player, Danny Briere, Jonesy, and whoever's involved, the development guys, it seems like everybody agreed with that. So it's gonna see how it works out for him.
I read a quote that you recently talked to Sidney Crosby, who told you good things about Tyson Foerster, who he played with at the World Championship.
Yes.
Can you get into specifics?
Yeah, after the Worlds, I talked to him, and he was really impressed with him because he's a pro. Sid loves pros. Like, the way his approach to the game, the way he prepared, the way he listened and practiced. I think that's what Sid's talking about. The professionalism. He's a young kid,
right.
And when you can get a young kid who's a very professional and plays the game the right way, like he does. And when you get one, this guy, when he compliments you, it means something. So that's awesome to hear.
Last one I have is about the goaltending. I don't know how much you were able to see of it last season, but it wasn't up to par. You guys bring in Dan Vladar this offseason. Assuming he's healthy, is Sam Ersson your starter going into the season?
Well, that'll play itself out. I mean, it's August 1st. I have no idea. I know they're both capable goalies, and we have to put a system in front of them to help them out too. It's not, I don't like goalies playing post to post. So your system should make them play half the net. Like if you can, most of the coverages where they play half the net. It's a goalie's dream.
Right.
I had Thatcher Demko when he was healthy in Vancouver, and you play a game where you can protect the back door. This guy's not letting goals in. I mean, he's a system goalie, but he's also a hell of a goalie. So that's what we do. We try to whatever the system is and how we're trying to what shot are we going to give up is really what it comes down to. So if they can stop those grade A's on the dot. Because the back door's covered, we need those guys to make those saves, and I think they're capable.